Oh, my goodness gracious me, Hammers fans. Oh, what? Where did that come from? What a result. Best performance of the season. Did not see that coming. We fucking done a number on Man United, VAR, everyone. Honestly, I'm going to go through them all. Fabianski, Kehrer, what a performance. Cresswell, Ogbonna, Aguirre, Paqueta, Rice, Souček, Benny, Bowen, Antonio. Take a fucking bow. That was immense. All the subs that came on, everyone was brilliant. They fucking tried everything. I thought we were superb in that. We came out the blocks really good. Some amazing passages of play, weren't there? For the first minute, 2 minutes, quick one-touch passing. I was thinking, well, about 2 minutes. I was thinking, where's this coming from? And it was unbelievable. Then, 15 minutes past that, we was restricting them to long shots. They was having a few pot shots at goal. It always felt like we was in control. A mid-game tweak, shifting Benny from the wing inside, which the commentary picked up on as well. They shifted him inside. A few minutes later, all of a sudden, Benny's broken through. There's a bit of a mess in the middle of the park. Ball breaks through to Benny. He runs through. There's he's got about 3 defenders in front of him. And then, do you know what? It ain't the best shot in the world. But then, do you know what? The man of the match, hammer of the year, David De Gea. He's done it for us before. He's definitely a closet hammer. Do you know what? Fucking hell. What? I managed an under-14 team. If my keeper had let that in, I'd have gone mental. 1-0, bang, we deserved it. It was fucking brilliant. And then towards the end of that half as well, I mean, we had loads of chances. This is the thing. There was chances both ends. It was a really good game. We were pressing high. We were in their faces, high energy, the whole game. The whole game. There was not one single bad performance in that. Kehrer, unbelievable. Amazing challenges, the way he was keeping Anthony quiet at the time. Rashford, he was inviting Rashford on. He was almost saying, coming in. He was doing that to him. He was unreal. Aguirre, brilliant. Lucas Paqueta, fantastic. But then at half-time, VAR did what VAR tried to do in the last... Well, they succeeded in the last 2 games. They fucked us, didn't they? Well, they did it again before half-time. Ball's come out to Benny. Benny's had his shot. It went wrong. Picks it up on the right-hand side. He's crossed it in. And then Lindelof blatantly handballs it. Blatantly. There's not even an argument. Not even an argument. His arm moves towards the ball. Doesn't get given. I'm thinking, here we go. I mean, that's 3 games in a row now. But you know what? They didn't let their heads drop. They didn't. We came out the second half exactly the same sort of energy. Declan Rice was picking their pockets all night. Every time they tried to play a through ball, he's there. He's like a jack in the box. Every time they tried to play a through ball, Declan Rice was there. He was intercepting everything. He's driving runs. He was fantastic. Paqueta, amazing. Absolutely amazing. And honestly, it was breathless. And do you know something? I was so comfortable. Even with 10 minutes, 15 minutes to go, I didn't feel like we was going to let that slip. I haven't felt like that all season. Now, I know Man United have got a few players out and they're on a dip in form. Whatever. They're still a good team. They've got, they're in the top 4. They've got an absolute vast array of talent. But that, for me, was fucking brilliant. The referees, the officials, VAR, they all try to fuck us and we fuck them. Who cares? We're staying up. 37 points. We're in the Premier League next year. We can concentrate on Europe. Now I'm going to get excited about Europe. Now we're going to go on and we're going to win that as well. I am over the moon. Honestly, this is unbelievable. I did not see this win coming. At all. It was fucking outstanding. Trying to pick a man of the match from that bunch is going to be impossible. The obvious one is Rice because of how amazing he was. But again, you got Kehrer, Aguirre, Antonio as well. There was that moment, wasn't there, in the second half where he's coming back, he's tracking back, he wins the ball and he does that burst through on goal. And then Wan-Bissaka, if that was one of our players that took down Rashford, it'd probably be a red card, but all he got was a yellow. It was fucking brilliant. It was brilliant. So, hats off to the entire team, to the fans that have been through so much shit this year. You deserve that. You just witnessed. I'm jealous. You just witnessed one of the best nights for West Ham when you consider everything. The fact that we've been teetering. We were getting so nervous about relegation. This was such an important win. We had to win this game, and we was brilliant. We was absolutely fucking outstanding. Sam Oakes has just said Kehrer for me. It was for me as well. I've got to be honest. I loved him. I think he's brilliant. I just love the way he just snaps into a tackle. I do. He don't give a shit. He looks like he's buzzing with confidence now. And there was a couple of times where when he's jockeying down that side, he's ready to get in a foot race with someone. He was almost like mouthing, come on, go. He wanted them to try and have a go at him. He was brilliant. We fucking done him. We done them, and we done VAR. Fuck you, Man United. I hope you drop out the because honestly, it's not at the expense of Liverpool. I hope Brighton get in because Liverpool cheated us and the VARs. I hope Brighton nick that top 4 spot. Go fucking Brighton, go. Honestly, I'm sick of these top teams getting helping hands. We just beat 11 men and the official. We beat 11 men and the official there. Honestly, it's fucking brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I don't know. I don't really know who. Well, people are talking about the man of the match. I might try and put a poll in there after. I mean, what we're going to do, we're going to do our booze up tomorrow night, everyone. It ain't going to be tonight because John and Gary and a few other people are at the game. So this is just me you're stuck with tonight, unfortunately. So we'll do player ratings and everything else, and we'll do that tomorrow and the phone in. I might open the phone lines up if anybody fancies phoning in. Let me know in the chat if you do, and I'll get it connected. But yeah, honestly, it just feels like a massive weight has been lifted. It does, doesn't it? I just honestly, it's been a horrible season. It's been a horrific season. And do you know something? At least now, this is like the perfect scenario now. You know, we've got AZ, a team that we are going to beat. We're going to get past them. But now we haven't even got to worry about the Premier League now. We haven't got to. You know, we can rest players when we need to. The pressure's off, and yeah, absolutely fantastic. So, like I say, I'm proud. I'm proud of them tonight because that was a pressure game. Make no bones about it. That was a massive pressure game for us. And you know, Declan Rice, our captain, put in a captain's performance. You know, that man there, he literally drove us on. He was outstanding. He really was, you know. I mean, they all were. Souček was. I'm going to give Souček a mention. You know, I always cane him. Fucking hell, he was brilliant today. He was. And that header that we had, you know, the goal that we had disallowed, it was offside. But what a fucking header. It was a bullet. In off the bar, bang, goal. And what a move. Wasn't it a shame that was disallowed? It was a brilliant goal. Honestly, started by Paqueta. You know, bit of interplay. Rice slips Paqueta through. Brilliant ball in. And unfortunately, Souček just didn't check his run. But what a finish, you know. And there was another one as well where Souček had a volley at the back post, if you remember. Again, from Paqueta, who clips it over to the back post. Benny, I'm going to give a mention. He was brilliant and frustrating tonight, as he always is. He got the goal. He was fantastic, though. He did not stop running. He didn't stop trying. I thought he was brilliant tonight. I thought he was as good as Benny was going to be. He was fantastic, and that's not an underhanded compliment. I think he was really important tonight. Some of the interplay was brilliant. You know, a lot of attacks break down through him and stuff like that, but he kept on going. His head didn't drop. He was good. He was really, really good. I'm fucking just really excited now. I am. I can't wait. I'm going to watch Match of the Day. Did you hear that twat, Jermaine Janus? So at half time, going back to the Lindelof handball, right? Obviously, you had Rio Ferdinand, you had Big Peter Crouch, and you had Little Joey Cole on the panel. All of them, even Rio, who's got divided loyalties, not that divided. He leans heavily towards Man United. Even he came out and said Stonewall penalty because they're sat right in front of it. He couldn't disagree. Peter Walton, you know, their resident referee, came out, went Stonewall penalty. Fucking Jermaine Janus on the commentary, the biased. Literally, he's like, yeah, no, I think it was. I think you know, it was ball to hand. It was quite tight in. It was quite close to him. Do you know what? And then when we had the goal disallowed, you know, because we had 2 goals disallowed, didn't we? You know, for Antonio, for the infringement, which I don't even think there was. I mean, his arm was up, but he was shoved. Antonio was shoved. He didn't whack De Gea where he went down holding his face. So that Bowen goal should have stood, but he was in the fucking commentary then going, yeah, it should have been ruled out. Honestly, I don't know why they do that. It's a West Ham game. Why get a Tottenham fan on there just to piss us off? Why have they got to do it? I expect more of BT Sport. They're normally quite good, aren't they? You know, they get the panel right, but the commentary team, fuck Jermaine Janus off. Can't stand him. But yeah, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll open the phone lines up. If anyone does want to phone in and have a little chat with me, then please do. Right, hang on 1 minute. Let me get it paired first. Don't know one phone in yet, if you're going to. And then I'll go through some comments while we're waiting. So, is that connected? Do, 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 do. Feels good, doesn't it? How good does it feel at the moment? My goodness. It's unbelievable. I'm sure I'll get a call from Gary and John. John will probably phone in tonight because he got over there tonight in a bit of a rush. Honestly, that was just such a good performance. It was so good. We didn't take the foot off of the gas one moment. We kept on pegging them back. We were pressing them high, nicking the ball off of them constantly. It was fantastic. Just goes to show you what that team is capable of, you know. So Rob Newman, who we've heard about, you know, it's sort of he might get the sack. He hasn't brought in shit players, has he? He hasn't. We've got some fucking good players there. Really, really good. You know, the future's bright. The future's bright. Right, hang on. Oh, it's going to do its thing again, isn't it? Right, hang on. Is it not going to work? Never does first time. Hello, Gary. Hello, Gary. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Nick. Yep.
Yeah, it's doing its thing again, mate. What I'm going to do, I'll call you back because for some reason, the first phone call I ever take on this machine, it fails. So I'll call you straight back. Right, 1 minute. Turn this off. Sorry, everyone. Amateur. I'm an amateur. What can I say? I actually am an amateur. It ain't Sky Sports, everyone. Right, so let's try him again. He's working now. Right, good stuff.
Hello.
Hello, is that Gary?
Hello, Nick. How are you?
I'm over the moon, mate. We're safe, aren't we?
I know you are. I know. I'll tell you what a performance.
Fuck me. That was brilliant. Brilliant.
So proud. And that's the VAR. I totally agree with you. Fucking corruption.
Try to fuck us again. Try to fuck us again, didn't they? 3 games running. 3 games running.
I'll tell you what. I think fucking Sullivan should be ringing up the FA and sort of Premier League and say what is going on because
there's no point. There's no point. It's been happening for years.
The scores tonight. We'd have drawn that game. Was like I'll be furious.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, mate, I'm going to be supporting Brighton to get in that top 4 now. I hope they do. I Man U drop out. I hope Brighton fucking beat Liverpool. Knock one of them teams out the top 4 because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to manufacture the finish so that all the big teams get in that top 4. I hope fucking Brighton do it.
I know, and it's happening too often not to be. You know, it's corrupt. I'll tell you, it's corruption. You like to think, oh well, maybe we're just overreacting, but we're not. It's happening too often.
Yeah.
And but. Forget that. Anyway, we've won the game. We're 37. I mean, I did say to you a few weeks ago, the Arsenal, Liverpool, Man United game, we would get a win and pick up points, and we've done that. Even Liverpool last week, we should have got a draw with that last-minute penalty we should have had.
Yeah.
But now we can go into Thursday. We can rest the players for a couple of days, get training, play Thursday, get a 2-goal lead, 3-goal lead, go over there. Forget the game Brentford Sunday. Just rest them, and then concentrate on the second leg. Because we've still got 2 other games. After that, we can pick up points if we need to. We won't need to now. I mean, Everton only on what? They're on 29. We're what? 37. We're 8 clear of Everton.
Oh, mate, the league's done. The league's done now. We're safe.
Goal difference, Nick.
Yeah, no,
goal difference. Take off a point.
We're safe now. I'm not even going to talk about that anymore. We're done.
No.
But mate, honestly, the reason I got so because look, we like I mentioned, you know, we got done by the Thiago handball against Liverpool. We got done by the Eze dive against Palace, but I didn't get as excited on those ones because you know the performances weren't. I mean, the Liverpool one was all right, but the performances weren't quite there. So you start to think to yourself, well, yeah, you can blame the decision, but we could probably do more in that one. If that VAR decision had gone on to fuck us, I would have been fuming. Because we deserved that win. And as Troj said earlier in the chat, it was the way we came out in that second half. We came out in the second half. We meant it. We meant business.
Rice was brilliant. Kera was outstanding.
He was brilliant. 3 games running. 3 games running for Kera.
And I tell you what, Nick, Souček had a good game tonight as well.
No, I said that. Souček was he was faultless. Well, did you see the interplay? I couldn't believe it. You know that that passage of play in the first 2 minutes where I think it might have been Kera's. He's slipped Souček in down the right wing and Souček's dug that fucking cross out. It was a lovely cross. Benny should have hit that first time. It was on his weak foot. But yeah, so Souček
when he scored that second goal,
Souček was good.
Mad. I thought that was it.
Oh, mate, the header. It was a bullet header. Bullet header. Yeah, well done, Thomas. No donkeys for you. No donkeys for you, Thomas.
Stojic 2 years ago, that was, Eder.
Yeah.
And even now, he's getting involved. We look a threat again from set pieces, Nick, again, don't we?
Mate, I know.
This is the thing.
I'll tell you, I like the. Did you see
Antonio as well tonight? He was
unbelievable.
brilliant.
Did you see the Kehrer set piece? Right, it was the one where Antonio went through. Right, so intelligent. It was the one where Antonio went through, got fucking cleaned out by Wan-Bissaka, and then Kehrer took the set piece that followed it. What he did was he delayed the run up for the free kick. Is what he did. So basically, he just disjointed their defensive line, and then he floated in. It was a really good free kick. I like him. Kehrer. I must admit that I'm not right about everything, but I've been right about Kehrer. I've always maintained that Kehrer has been a good player.
He was.
Always maintained.
I think a lot of this is, I said to you last week, a lot of this with these new players, it's just adjusting to the Premier League. Paqueta's the same, Kehrer, Aguerd. I think next season you will see the best of them. It's taken, doesn't matter how good you are, the pace of the Premier League is very good. You've still got to adjust to it. And this has been proven right now. You know, I'm buzzing for Thursday now. I'm buzzing for Thursday.
I'm absolutely I'm absolutely buzzing, mate. Like I say,
it's going to be brilliant over there.
It's fucking brilliant. I'm just going to get involved in. I'm not going to get wrapped up in, because what there's going to be now, there's going to be all the fucking Moyes shit on Twitter. Now I'm not getting wrapped up in it no more. I know Moyes is going in the summer. He's going to leave on a high. Hopefully, he's going to leave with a trophy. Fine. Shake your hand. Thanks, Mr. Moyes. Off you pop. This is a good way. This is a good way to finish. It's good. This is what we want. We wanted to stay in the Premier League, and finish strong. And this is what we're doing. I'm over the moon with this. I really am.
What we've got to do, the players have got to remember that semi-final last year. I still haven't forgot that Eintracht game. I'm still gutted from last year for that. We were that close, and they've got to take that into on Thursday. Think about that game, how they felt afterwards, and just absolutely blitz this side, 2 or 3-0. Go out on a 2 or 3 goal lead, Nick. Yeah. Get it sorted on Thursday.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I just want to address this from Hammer 89. Look, boys. Look, Nick. Will Moyes get the bullet? Look, listen. I want Moyes to get sacked more than any of you. I do, or as much as. But the fact is, this is important. We have to. This is brilliant, right? It is done. There is no way after what's happened in this past year. David Moyes is done. It's done already. You know, they may not even be playing for Moyes. It might even be the fact that they do know this. We know this. We've spoken about it before. So don't worry about it. Just enjoy the close of the season. Enjoy the close. Fucking ignore the Moyes stuff. Enjoy the close of this season.
Just get behind the team now.
Let all the little weasels come out and do the I told you so. They can do that. That's up to them. All right. They can pretend they didn't see the last 18 months. We know what we've seen. We know that we've had a great team. That performance that we've had there, that's why Moyes has got to go. Because we should have been seeing this much, much sooner. We should have been seeing so much more from this team. We should have been progressive. We should have been on the front foot. And that is why. Because that performance has always been capable with these players. So don't worry about it anymore. Hopefully we can go on and get a fucking trophy and all. No.
There should be no more Moyes talk now.
No more. No more.
Moyes. This is about West Ham. This is about West Ham, about the players, about the supporters, and about getting that trophy and going over there like a Thursday night, make that atmosphere absolutely white hot and absolutely fight the life out of them.
Absolutely.
You know,
or Mark Thomas.
Brilliant night.
You're on a Captain Morgan. I might go and get myself. I love a bit of Captain Morgan myself. The bar's empty. I'm gonna have to go and have a top up. I'm supposed to be slowing down on me drinking, but fuck that.
Nick, I'm thrilled tonight with that performance. I'm so proud. I was so proud.
I am.
It was a West Ham of what we've been used to seeing in the last 2 seasons. This is the trouble. We've been up there. We've been messing around with the top 4 for 2 seasons. We've been up there.
Yeah.
You know, you think about it, and this season, this is why fans have been so down, I think, because it's been such a drop-off.
Mate, I'm not being funny. Gary, you look at that, right? We just went toe-to-toe with Man United. We were the better team by a country fucking mile.
Always about Casemiro.
A country mile.
Rice was a king tonight, mate.
Yes.
He ruled that midfield.
We went toe-to-toe with Man United, and we were the better team. We just were. We were the better team. They needed that win. They weren't on the fucking beach. Man United are worried about dropping out the top 4. They needed that win. Okay.
I said to you last week, their away form isn't brilliant, and I fancied us tonight because Old Trafford, they've only lost once all season, but away from home, like Liverpool the other week, we should have got a point out of that game. You know, I'm still furious about that penalty decision. But I want to see the VAR. Someone else. It can't keep happening, Nick. It's got to stop this. We're not getting. We're owed a couple of decisions really now. We're owed a couple.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we're going to need the decisions in Europe, mate. I've got to be honest. I've got to be
No, I'm
honest.
not about you. I mean, just generally.
No,
You know,
I'll think. Well, I don't care about the league now. The league's done. We're safe. I don't give a shit if we lose to Brentford or not. It don't bother me now. In fact, I would rest all the players for Brentford and play the kids. It don't really matter, does it?
Well, that's what I just said to you.
Yeah.
I just said that to you. Play a full team Thursday night, and then just you forget the Brentford game on Sunday, and then just rest them, and then go at the second leg and get the job done and finished.
Yeah.
Let's get to that final.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was good.
So thrilled. I'm so thrilled tonight.
It was a breathless performance. It was. I mean, it really. I mean that was quite possibly one of the best performances I've ever seen from Declan Rice. He was a complete. He was mate. The way he reads, he knows what the opposition are going to do before they do. He's already moving into the space when they're about to pick a pass. He's already there. He just fucking constantly. He's such a clever player. He's amazing.
I'll tell you what, Nick. All this talk about, I think they're going to get him for 70, 80 million.
Fuck off.
120 million plus now. I'll tell you that. If they want him. And that's being realistic. He's up against Ericsson, Casemiro, and Eric. Who's the other guy? Fernandes tonight. The top midfield players, and he absolutely run the show. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I will say, and like I say, we'll go because everyone's talking about Kehrer in the chat. Kehrer costs 10 million. He's going to be worth so much more than that next year, mate. Because he's fucking brilliant. He is.
Nick, what do we do now, though? If Capel comes back, would you stick with Kehrer? I think I would now.
Well, I think you can play. But you can play Kehrer at right back, right wing back. You can play him at centre back. He's a good player. And the thing is, his best performances, don't forget, came against Arsenal, Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, and Man United. Three of the best teams in the country. That's where he's looked the best.
I'll ask you a question. Regards to the substitutions, I know he didn't bring in Ings on tonight at all, which I think I said to you last week. He just doesn't fit the system like Antonio does.
No.
But what worries me or surprises me, he doesn't use Cornet. He needs a game time. Cornet has got pace. That's the one thing. You could take Antonio off with 15, 20 to go. Cornet will run behind teams, and it's the nearest we've got. Young Mabamba, who's
it is a weird one, but it feels like a bit of a moot point now because we just beat Man United. I think we just got to play our strongest players now, that Moyes trusts in those AZ games and blah, 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 blah. Get through it, win the fucking competition, job done. We've had a shit season, but we've just done Man United at home, hopefully help knock them out of the top four, and we're going to go on, we're going to win a trophy. Arsenal are going to win fuck all. Tottenham are going to win fuck all. Chelsea are going to win fuck all. But West Ham, we're going to go and win a trophy. We are. And now I can enjoy it. Now I will. Now I can. Now I can enjoy it.
I was thinking, if we'd have lost tonight, you think you only want to sort of cut the surprise results tomorrow night, and suddenly they're right behind you.
Yeah.
Now it's 7 points, 8 points to Everton. And a goal difference. The goal difference is worth a point. Really, we're on 38 points, technically.
Yeah. No. Look, we're safe in the league. I don't think it's even a conversation now. You're talking.
No, it's not.
It's not. It's done now. One more win was all that was required. I mean, it might not have. We might have stayed up by default. I mean, that's going to have.
We might, but you don't know. You can't risk it.
No.
Now, what I don't want to see Moyes do is I do not want to see Moyes us beat Alkmaar and then play the same team against Brentford Sunday. He's got to rest them players. He can't risk it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. There is a big one. There is a big one now, and that is obviously you've had Big Sam coming out. Big Sam coming out in the press saying what he's been saying. Well, I'm not being funny. He wouldn't have thought that we was going to win that tonight. He would have been focusing on the West Ham game. Would you know what?
Yeah.
That'd be quite a nice little scalp. And don't get me wrong, I'll feel sorry for Leeds because Leeds are, I don't mind Leeds.
I like Leeds, yeah.
But you know what? I can't stand Allardyce, and it would be nice it'd be nice to get one over on him, wouldn't it? It would be. It'd be nice to batter him. Oh, mate, honestly, you've not heard the half of it from Nigel. If you, we'll put it this way on the WhatsApp. If you think I'm extreme with David Moyes, Nigel with Sam 10 times worse. He hates him.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I know he does. I know.
He really does.
Gary's watching. Kristen and John, come on, you Irons.
Come on, you Irons. Right, well, cheers for that, Gary. Thank you very much for the call, mate.
All right, Nick. Brilliant. You take care, mate.
Yeah, cheers, mate. See you later.
Hello, mate. Bye-bye.
It's a very chipper Gowie. If anyone's got my number and you want to phone in, please do. I'll see if I can find me. Is that my phone? Yeah, look, there's my number. If you want to phone in. We'll have a little chinwag and talk about how massive West Ham are again. Because we are. We're back to being massive again. I've got a new theme tune, right? because I kind of blame myself after the Arsenal game. I done a new intro video. I've not been able to use it since really because we kind of went to shit a little bit. So right, hang on 1 minute. Here we go.
Hello.
Hello there. It's Nick from Claret Booze.
Oh, sorry, mate. I must be late. Am I?
You
Is your show finished now?
It's not
Honestly,
late.
Mate. I'm late, mate. Nick. No, I'm watching the Formula One. That's why, mate.
Oh,
no, mate. I'm sorry, mate. I apologise, mate. All right.
Mate,
I sent you a text.
No, mate. You're not. No, mate, you're online. You're live.
Am I really?
Yeah.
All right. I didn't know, mate. Anyway.
What a performance, Mick.
Mate, well, I've got to say, I do agree with what you're saying. I'm not licking your arse here. You're exactly right. That's the best I've seen us play for a long time now.
It was brilliant.
Right? For a fucking long time. Every player deserves a 10. Carroll would have been my man of the match because I liked him anyway.
Yeah.
Right? As in, he deserves that. And I think he is a good player.
He's a brilliant player.
And Rice was just unreal, mate. Benny was unreal. All of them were unreal, to be fair.
Mate, I'm not being funny, right? We've got an option on. Sorry to interrupt. We've got an option on Declan Rice, right? We can have him for another 2 years. Yeah. Now, I'm not being funny. I am sorry. No one's pulling our pants down over Declan Rice. If someone wants him and they want to pay for him, I mean, Gary just said 120, but I am sorry. I'll be amazed if there ain't a bidding war for him in the summer. He is by far the best central defensive midfielder. And this season, do you know something? He wasn't at the start. He weren't the best captain, but he's fucking turned into one, hasn't he? He's turned into a good captain. He's grown into that role now, hasn't he? 150,
to be fair,
150 million.
Yeah, go on.
150 million.
I'm not talking about selling him. We shouldn't be selling him, mate. We should do everything we can to keep him.
Oh, no, I agree.
This 150 million shit and
I know
120 or 100. If he was at Man United now, or Arsenal, Chelsea, all them clubs, well, he was at Chelsea.
Yep.
All these commentators on the telly will be saying he's worth this and he's worth that.
Yeah.
Well over 150 or well over 120 because he's playing for us. He's only worth 60 or whatever, right? We should be keeping him.
Mate.
Whether he's staying out, I hope he does. But after watching him today, all right, it was against Man United. They're not exactly, how can I put it? I was confident to get the draw. I know it's easy to say now after like the horses bolted. I was definitely confident that we get something from this game.
I felt weirdly confident with this one. It was I didn't at the start of the week, but then I did a show with Tommy on Friday night on the West Ham Network, and I predicted a win in that one. I did kind of don't get me wrong. It don't always bode well when I predict a win because I'm not very good at predictions.
No, you're right. Yeah, No. I don't feel all season we haven't been really fair, but I am relieved, mate. And I agree with what I've only just put your show on, to be fair, earlier. And Romford was on.
Yeah.
And I think we should just, and you might have mentioned it as well, I think we should just now concentrate on that.
Fuck the league.
I wasn't really bothered about it.
Now.
I was bothered about it, but I wasn't because I forgot to say last week, when I mentioned about seeing your team win. The kids today haven't seen that for a lot. Well, they haven't.
No.
And that would have been something for them if we did win.
Absolutely.
Like that was at the conference. So that would have been their little memory. Do you understand what I mean?
But mate, we won that today, right? And we won that against
we won it.
We won that. We beat, like I said, we beat 11 men. We beat the mighty Manchester United. We beat their 11 men and all the subs that they brought on. And we beat VAR and that shitty referee who didn't want to give us anything.
Fuming.
I know.
I was fuming.
We beat them all.
I was going to pick
knocked them off the park. Fuck off.
Exactly, mate. We played well. We've done well.
Yeah.
Well, I'm relieved. I'm relieved anyway. The season's over.
Yeah.
Now I'm pleased. Well, not over as in it's over for me in terms of
the league.
The league's
done.
The league's done. You're right. The league.
Yeah.
I couldn't give a fuck who goes down now. You know what I mean? I couldn't give a shit.
Well, we could relegate Sam Allardyce.
Well, I'd love that to happen. Wouldn't I? Fuck me. It wouldn't surprise. I was worried about that game. To be fair,
I was
worried about that one when he was appointed because he'd love to get one over on us, wouldn't he? Really, let's be fair about it.
Nigel's going to be buzzing. For that one. He will be and all. He hates Sam. Right, he hates Sam.
Yeah. Well, I hate him. I didn't like him. I've not liked any manager since, in my personal opinion.
No.
Since the likes of like Lowell, Bonds, maybe a little bit. People might go, ooh, fuck, but even Redknapp. You know what I mean? He was all right. But so when he went to Tottenham, that's when I didn't. really like him. I know he went to us first, and then he went to other Tottenham and that. But
I like the
you know.
Redknapp era because that's kind of when I got
Oh
into the
yes,
game.
you're
So,
right.
yeah,
I
so,
did like
right.
the Red Dead and the players, and like some of the players.
Yeah.
I know what you mean, Buchanan. Yeah, you're right. But in terms of, I was more brought up with. Sorry to bang on about it, but like Lyle and them and whatnot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, mate.
But like I say, I can't wait to get rid of this fella still. Well, he's got no money in the bank for me still. His
No.
overdraft is all done for me, mate. Him.
No, that's
So
it. That's it.
I
know.
just want the players to pick up that trophy, and I want the kids, any kids that have not seen nothing, win something, even me. And then, you know what I mean? They can say, look, people might go on about it. We're going to get slagged off by the teams at Tottenham and all that shit.
Mate, what the
Oh,
fuck?
it's only the measly little fucking.
Oh, yeah, but I'm not
But
being
at the end of the day,
what the fuck have they won this year? They're winning nothing, have they? So
Yeah,
at the end of the day,
I don't even think about it, mate.
if you
To be honest with you.
if you don't win the league, well, there isn't too much difference between winning the league and coming fucking 17th, is there? Let's face it. You don't
No,
win. You don't win
I
anything for coming a few places
No.
higher in the league. So
No, you
yeah,
don't, mate.
ultimately, look,
I don't.
I'm not dismissing this season. I hate it. This and that, the other. I'm not going to get into the Moyes debate.
Yeah.
Everyone knows my feelings on Moyes.
Yeah,
Fuck
I'm the
Moyes at the
same, mate.
moment. I don't care
Yeah.
about it. It's done. We'll talk about that in the summer. But yeah,
I'm
we're going
just
to
relieved. It's over.
finish the season strong. We're going to be good. Well, cheers for that, Mick.
Yeah, no problem, mate. Mine go, and I'll see you later. Have a good weekend.
Lovely,
Right?
and you, mate.
Look
See you
after yourself.
later.
And you, all right, time, mate. Time.
Cheers, bye. Right, and that was Mick. Right, let's see if I can get John on the phone. Right, 1 minute. See if he's a better. West Ham are massive. I'm gonna start singing that. I fucking hate that song, but I love it at the moment. Right, John's not picking up. He's being antisocial. Let's try Gary. See if I can get through to Gary yet. Right. Although he's probably having a beer. I would be and all if I was there. Hang on. Okay. Where are we? Ipdex says, what a player Paqueta is now. Oh, he's amazing, isn't he? Absolutely class player. Absolutely class. He really is. Right, okay. They're not picking up. They're not playing ball. I bet they're in the supporters club. Right. I'll put the number up. I'll give it 5 minutes. And then if nobody wants to phone in, then we'll knock off and we'll leave it till tomorrow night when we do the booze up. Right, let's go through a few questions. Where are we? You've got. Oh, here we go.
Sends it in towards.
1 minute. Hello, is that John from Kent? Hello, John.
Hi, Nick. You all right?
I'm good, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good, mate. What did you think
I
of that?
say not too bad.
Yeah, I know.
I warn you, I'm half cut.
Mate, so am I. How good
Am
was
I
that,
on
mate?
there? Yeah.
Yeah, you're on air, mate. You're straight on.
Yeah.
You're straight on.
Yeah. No, absolutely ecstatic. Last time I was on with you was probably about 6 months ago. And I was buzzing about the new signings we got.
Yeah.
Thought it looked all rosy for the season. How wrong was I? It's all gone a bit pear-shaped.
Yeah.
But I think we come good tonight.
Oh, it was brilliant.
And
it was wonderful.
Paqueta showed his class tonight. I mean, he's just sex on a plate, isn't he?
Yeah, mate, he's unbelievable. But there wasn't you pick out a player that didn't play well. Even I'm not being funny. Even Cresswell was brilliant tonight. Cresswell was.
They're all good.
Cresswell was
good
brilliant tonight. You know.
Yeah. And I think Rice. I think he come of age in this game.
Yeah, he really steps up to the plate, and like I say, we needed it. This is the thing. This is you talk about captains sort of grabbing the game by the scruff of the neck, and this was a. I'm going to say it when you consider our situation. I know we had 4 games left, but I'm telling you now, I would have worried if we'd have not got something out of Man United and Brentford going into those last 2 games against Leeds and Leicester. I'd have been shitting myself. I would have been.
Me too. You do not want to be going to those last 2 games.
No.
Needing points. No, I think Rice showed a proper captain's performance tonight, and I think you that's why you're looking at England's next captain, I think.
No, he is absolutely. He's got to be England's next captain. But yeah, old Trodger's just said sex on a plate. I want to get a T-shirt printed now. He actually, mate. Do you know what, mate? He's just fucking silky skills, the geezer. I mean, he just seems to do everything kind of. He's so kind of casual, isn't he? With the way that he plays,
Yeah.
nothing's a rush. You know, he's kind of he's such a good player.
Yeah, and I think in the first games he played, he was getting caught on the ball a bit.
Yeah.
And he still does occasionally. But what I like about him is he's that silky player.
Yeah.
But he'll get stuck in as well when he loses possession. There's a couple of times tonight when he lost possession and he wants the ball straight back. And and this is what I would always ingrain in like kid. You coach kids and that.
Yeah.
You've got to coach them that's your ball. As soon as you lose it, you get it back.
Yeah. And also, Paqueta, you can see he's come from, because we all go to the same fucking coaching school, so the FA will tell you how to do things the right way. So I don't know. Mind you, having said that, David Moyes does things his own way. But the idea is what you do with kids is, and you can see Paqueta's come from that sort of environment. You encourage them to do things. You encourage them to take chances. You encourage them to take risks.
And the thing is,
you encourage them to do that.
Right. And,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and they don't always come off.
No.
They don't always come off. And I hate it when players like that get so much stick.
There's only one negative from Paqueta tonight, and that was he got fucking bodied off the ball by Anthony, the little Anthony, over by the corner flag. Did you see that? He sent him.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'd get bodied off by.
He sent him.
No,
flying.
but I'd get bodied off by him, Nick, because he's so ugly, isn't he?
Yeah, no, it's true.
I mean, Man United have got to be the ugliest side in world football, I think. They have. They're an ugly team.
Well,
and the thing is, I wouldn't want to get too close to their players.
I
wouldn't want to get too close to them.
We play some sexy.
And the thing is, as well, I think Paqueta brings out the best in Benrahma as well. I think he raises Benrahma's game a little bit.
Yeah. Benny was very, very good tonight. He was. Like I say,
with that kind of like, the quick one-touch football in the triangles, in those little tight areas, right by the touchline. There was some stuff going on tonight that was like, it was worldy, and.
We were playing football tonight. Basically, I'll tell you what happened tonight. Right, we had a progressive team out there, even down to the likes of having Kehrer on the right. Because when you look about it, we had so many technical players. Yeah, so you had Kehrer on the right hand side. He's a very technically gifted player. He can pass. He's intelligent. Quality. You had Aguero in defence. You had Cresswell, who is a technical player. He's a good passer. We had good passers throughout the team. There were very few cloggers, and do you know what? You could tell they were given the freedom to just go and fucking play, press and play, do your thing. And my God, did they do that? Did they do that tonight? They were up for it. They were up for it. They enjoyed it. Never once did it look like the brakes had been slammed on. You fucking recede back, hold on to that one goal lead. It did not happen. We was pressing them high all game. I mean, Rice was nicking the ball sort of 30 yards outside their goal sometimes. Yeah.
He
was.
I'll tell you what came into our advantage as well, I think, tonight was the evening kickoff.
Maybe.
I just think it's a different atmosphere.
Yeah. I wish I was there. I'm incredibly jealous. I wish I was there.
Yeah. I just think especially when we play Man United under the lights. I just, we just seem to lift our game a bit, and I think the crowd, helps lift the team.
De Gea. He's brilliant for us, isn't he? De Gea he's to be fair. To be fair, he is my man of the match. De Gea is my man of the match. He's outstanding.
But could you see his face? Like you could tell
he's so.
You could tell he's like. You could tell he was trying to blame the pitch from his face, from his expression.
What happened? He had bad. His foot slipped, didn't it? And he got a full hand to that. But he's got yeah, the old wanker's wrist, isn't he? He couldn't keep it out, unfortunately.
Well, he had the old Kenny Everett gloves on, didn't he? I don't know if you remember when he used to do the old brotherly love thing.
He was shit. He was so bad. But as Garino said there, for the goal that got disallowed, where Antonio apparently, impeded him when he was shoved into De Gea from the corner, and his arm, the lightest of brushes, and De Gea's gone down holding his face. Absolutely. Yeah.
And like you're saying, as you mentioned before, old Jermaine Janus for the penalty. I mean, he can't even present the one show. He can't even present the one show right. He needs to get off TV altogether.
He's just a wanker. That's all he is. Even Spurs don't want him. No one wants him. His own mum don't like him. I don't reckon. But anyway,
would you? For me, I think that's our best performance of the season so far.
Yeah.
And I think we could have. We just got to take that into the Conference League now. We haven't got to worry about the league. Throw a few sickies in so we don't get in trouble with the PL for fielding a weakened team because we're safe now.
Well, look, I'm not being funny. You can even play the first team, but you just tell them to go at half pace. It don't really matter. You just
it doesn't.
You can actually play them, but just say, look, you don't give 100% in this. You don't.
Yeah, the only thing is we can't really afford any more injuries. That's the thing, with the impact injuries like that Zuma got. So we want to avoid those because we really want to be fielding our strongest team for that.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what. Now we're definitely safe. We've got 3 games left, and get Mubama on the bench. Give him 30 minutes
in the Premier League. In the Premier League, I'd like to see that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
In the Premier League,
get him on the bench for those last 3 games in the Premier League. Get him on the bench. Give him half hour every game.
Yes,
because he needs to be in and around that first team next season.
He does, mate. He does. Oh, mate, it was fantastic. It really was fantastic. I was over the moon with it. So if I had to force you, to pick a man of the match, who would your man of the match be?
Oh God, well I'll tell you what, it's a hard one, isn't it? It's one of I thought Antonio was good, Bowen was good.
Yeah.
Like I say, Paqueta was sex on a plate.
Yeah. Rice
gave a captain's performance, but I just nudge it towards Kera, I think.
Yeah.
He soaked it all up.
Yes, he did.
Tonight.
He did soak it. He did soak it all up. He was brilliant. He was like I say, I gave him man of the match in the last one. Well, actually, I didn't. The chat did because the chat always do the man of the match. I'll tell you what, everyone, stop talking about David Moyes for a minute. All you fucking Moyes trolls in there. Just that's fine. Do me a favour, just for the next few minutes, just say who your man of the match would be. Just make that your comment. Go on, just so I can gauge it, because I'll tell you what, there was loads of contenders. Rice was a worthy man of the match. Antonio was a worthy man of the match. I'm sorry, Samir, I don't agree that Benny was man of the match. I think he had a good game, but he weren't man of the match, mate. He did play well. No. He was important, but obviously he scored the goal. But do you know who else as well? Bit of an unsung hero tonight. Bowen ran his arse off. Really good. Caused them loads of fucking problems. Loads of problems. He was really good. Really good.
Yeah, I mean, all that training he's done on the farm is paying off now.
Yeah.
He's got bundles of energy, that boy.
Yeah. He's a good
lad.
Do you know what? It's split. I'll be interested. We'll do a poll tomorrow on the booze up. But there's a load for Kera. There's a load for Rice. There's a load for Paqueta as well. Yeah, there's quite a few.
Yeah, Kera just nudges it for me tonight.
Garino says Mark Goldbridge. I hate that bloke. Man of the match. Mark Goldbridge, man of the match. He's a twat, isn't
he? Yeah.
Oh dear. But yes, come on. That was amazing. I might even, just for one game only, just remove the donkey from Moyes' head just for that one. Although I might not, because I'm an arsehole. I might leave it on there just for shits and giggles. But anyway, John, thanks very much for the call, mate.
No, you're welcome. And, I think, like I say, we're done and dusted in the league now. We haven't got to worry about it. Let's just concentrate on, getting a good result on Thursday night, because we've got to take that into the away leg. I mean, they got a good result last night against Ajax, didn't they?
Mate, I reckon after that performance here, we're going to go and fucking blow AZ away. They haven't got that.
Well, I hope you're right, but let's not take it for. Let's not take it for granted though, and underestimate them.
Yeah.
And an away draw against Ajax is no mean feat. So got to give them some respect for that. But we've got to, try and, put the same in again on Thursday and take a good lead in.
Yeah.
And then, hopefully, like I say, go on and win that cup. Forget about the league this season. Scratch that off as one of those seasons, and we win that cup and get ourselves into the Europa League next year.
My face is hurting. I'm not used to smiling. I don't know what's going on. I'm using muscles. I'm using muscles I haven't used for a while.
I can see that on the screen. I can see that.
It's no good.
You're going to go to bed with a headache tonight.
Oh, I will. I'm going to fucking wake up with a smile on my face. I'm going to have my face is going to seize up.
You'll think you're woken up upside down, won't you?
But anyway,
bit
John,
like old Virgil. Virgil, he's got an upside down head, hasn't he?
Yeah, actually, you'd never know. If he was doing a handstand, you'd never know. It's the same thing. It doesn't matter, But anyway, John, thanks very much for the call, mate.
Nice chatting to you, Nick. Yeah. Speak to you soon.
Cheers, mate.
Have a
See you
good
later.
Night. Take care. Bye.
Right, that was it. That's good. Right, everyone. I am going to love you and leave you all, because I am going to do what Garino's just said. He just reminded me about the Mark Goldridge watch-along thing. I'm going to go and do some trolling of my own. So, yeah, look, join us tomorrow. We're going to have John and Gary, possibly Nigel as well, for the Booze Up show. And hang on a minute, I've got one more call. 1 second. Where are we?
Hello, Nick.
Hello. Who am I speaking to?
You're talking to Yankee from fucking Isle of Dogs, mate.
Yankee from Isle of Dogs. How did you enjoy that, mate?
I loved it. I feel great. I feel like a winner, Nick. A fucking winner.
we are winners. That was amazing. Amazing.
I watched the whole game. I'm just walking through Canary Wharf, coming back.
Yep.
And I'm still buzzing.
Mate, it was brilliant. I just wish I was over there. I mean, I'll tell you what. How did you react to the handball that didn't get given?
It was a handball. Because I'll tell you, the way I seen it, it hit him, then his hand came up and it hit the ball twice almost.
Yeah.
It almost looked like it. I don't know if it did.
Yeah.
I have to watch it on the telly. But we're getting screwed by VAR. It's plain and simple. You can see it. They're not even hiding it.
Mate, the thing is, I don't think it's against West Ham. I think it's... Well, I haven't said that. Palace was a bit there. I think the Palace one was just... That was just negligence, to be quite honest. But when you're against these big teams, when they're as obvious as that, the Liverpool one and that one, blatantly they're trying to manufacture who finishes in the top spots in the league. That's what they're trying to do. It's so obvious.
I could tell you, they're very poor, because you watch rugby, you watch NFL or anything like that, they give you an answer why they're making that call.
Well, apparently, I've heard that's coming in next year potentially. Apparently, I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know whether it's just going to be for broadcast footage or whether or not they're going to do like what they do at the rugby, where you can listen in. But I would love that. I'd love to hear what these fuckers are saying.
And those people behind the screen, there should be like 3-4 of them, 2 footballers, 2 refs.
Yeah.
All 4 of them make a decision. Whatever that decision comes out to, that's the goddamn decision, and that's it. No thinking about it, no nothing. Bam, play ball.
But the thing that gets me, right, the thing that really upsets me with those 2 decisions, the Liverpool one and that one, is the fact that VAR didn't once tell the referee to go and have a look at it.
Exactly.
That is what it's there for. That's what it's there for. So, and the thing is, they're watching it on replays. They can see it. They can see what we see. So they're seeing it from all angles. They can fucking see their penalties. They can see it. It's so corrupt. It's so corrupt, honestly.
Nick, before the ref even calls it to go to VAR, they should already have their decision made or working on it.
Oh, yeah,
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. Well,
anything that looks dodgy, they should be looking at it.
Well, the reason VAR was brought in was to make the on-site officials' lives easier because, look, they're humans. They're going to get things wrong. Sometimes they're going to see things the wrong way. And the idea is their mate sitting in Stockley Park is supposed to be helping them out. You know, so if they've made a bad call, they're supposed to be saying, look, you fucked up there. We've watched it on replay. Yeah. You need to go and have a look at it. You've got that wrong. So that's the reason it's there. But to me, but to me, it looks like it's been it's being implemented just to further enhance the chances of these teams beating. That's what it's being used for, isn't it? Let's face it.
Exactly. Because who's got more commercial value? You know what I mean? Man U or West Ham, for God's sakes.
I know.
You know?
But I must admit, I think
it's ridiculous.
But would you enjoy VAR more if you could have if you could listen to the comms? I think I probably would. If you could hear what they're talking about,
of course I would.
I probably wouldn't mind it as much. You know. But
nobody would actually have a beef with it because you could actually hear the decision being made and why it's being made.
Yeah. And then you haven't got like a dead spot because then you're still involved in it. Because how it is at the moment, you've got, I don't know, anything from 30 seconds to 5 minutes for some decisions.
Exactly, that's ridiculous.
And there's a dead spot. We don't know what's going on. But if in that period you're listening to it, you know, you can fucking, it probably would be quite interesting. Like I said, you do it at the rugby. You can put the earpieces in. You can listen to what's being spoken about. But yeah,
not having a laugh, Nick. But they're probably talking back and forth on their earphones. Oh, mate, I'm not sure. What do you think?
I know. But
and
listen,
they're getting paid crazy money for doing that.
But listen, when Rio Ferdinand comes out and says it's a penalty against Man United, then it's a fucking penalty.
Exactly.
It's a penalty because he hasn't got divided loyalties. Rio, he's Man United. That guy, you know, it's good
his brother's West Ham, of course.
He is, yeah, but it's good for his post-football career to be associated with Man United as opposed to be associated with West Ham. That's what it comes down to. You know, it's commercial. For Rio Ferdinand. But anyway, mate. So if you had to pick a man of the match, who would your man of the match be?
I think a Brazilian boy.
He was good, wasn't he?
I mean, good. You know, Benny scored. Deck, he's an animal.
Yeah.
You know, there's no other explanation for Deck. But the man that's making it click in the middle is our Brazilian boy. He's finally coming through. Finally.
He's pulling the strings, isn't he? And I think they've got such... Now I can see that kind of... The midfield three, when we play like that, you know, Souček does have a place in it because when we're on the ball, he's kind of, he looks like he's growing in confidence now, Souček. Maybe the goal gave him a bit of confidence and the goal involvements against Palace. I don't know. But he was fully involved today. He looked a good player today. Souček looked okay.
Yeah.
He really did, you know. He scored a fucking good header, a really good header. That was unfortunate.
But there's a lot of people that got to leave our team, though, to be seriously. There's a lot of people that got to leave our team. We got to get young blood in there that's, you know, they want something. Aggressive players.
But what we've got is a very good foundation. We've got a very good foundation moving forward. So whichever manager comes in, people are talking about Paulo Fonseca, blah, 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 blah. But I'm not being funny.
Right.
We're in the Premier League next year now. We know that. If we go and win the Conference League, we're in the Europa League next year. That means we've got a big rebuild, which means whichever manager comes in is going to have a big pot to go and spend. And you know what? That is a good job for someone. A third year in Europe.
Exactly.
This is very good for our rating in Europe. I can't think what they call it now. The whatever points it is system that you've got. But to be in,
I could tell you, if Declan leaves, if he leaves, I could see a Brazilian boy being a captain.
He'd be a good captain.
I'll tell you, I mean,
be a good captain.
He's creating plays. When he loses the ball, he tracks back aggressively and gets it back. He puts in a tackle.
See, the thing is, if we can find a permanent place for him, and I think he could be an amazing right back, right wing back, whichever way we play, I can see Kehrer being a good fucking captain as well. He's captain material because he don't stop talking. The guy don't stop shouting. I was obsessed with watching Kehrer tonight. I almost got excited, rather than full of fear, like when Zaha was running at Soufal.
Yeah.
I was getting excited when players were out on that side, and it was like they was running at Kera. He was willing them onto him. He was going, come on.
He took everybody on.
He was fucking brilliant. Honestly, he was proper up for it. He took everyone out. The coefficient,
that's
it.
What we
the coefficient,
need.
yeah.
Our back four got to communicate. Got to scream at each other. Got to communicate. You know, there's no other way to work it. You ever see a good back four? They always communicate.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Absolutely.
Well, Nick, you know what, mate? I'm going to have to cut it short because I'm going to go in and have a beer and a pizza now at Canary Wharf.
And you go and fucking have many beers and smash that pizza, mate. What pizza are you going for, just out of interest? I'm hungry.
I'm going to go for the thin crust, extra cheese, and pepperoni and mushroom.
Nice. Good choice. No, not spicy? You're not going for a spicy one?
I can't eat spicy. I'm a Yankee. We don't eat spices.
Come on. Come on.
No, my missus will hate me the next day. I can't do that.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah, I know. Well, we embrace flatulence in this country. We love it. So it's kind of what we do.
Well, I'll tell you what, mate. But tell your brother I said what's up and all that.
I will.
And tell the taxi driver he's fucking brilliant. I love his attitude.
Yeah. Mate. Well, we're all back on tomorrow. So come back on the show tomorrow, and we're all gonna have a big West Ham loving. It's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to it.
I'll be watching it, brother.
Mate, I can't wait.
Watching it.
I can't wait.
All right, I'll talk to you later. Go on, you irons.
Come on, you irons.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, mate. Right, so as I was saying before that call, lovely to talk to you, by the way, mate. I'm gonna cut it short now. So look, listen, any calls that you've got, phone in tomorrow. We'll run the show for as long as it runs tomorrow. It doesn't matter. I know it's a Monday night. We've got work the next day, but we're starting at 8. We'll probably move straight onto the player ratings. We'll get the player ratings done. Get them out of the way. You'll all participate in that, and we'll pick the man of the match. We'll run a poll on that. I don't quite fucking know. You know, I think that should be close. It should be close on that one. It should be interesting. And then what we'll do is we'll just open the phone lines up, and then whoever wants to phone in, just give us a call. And every time I try and go, someone else phones in. I'm going to have to take it. Right, here we go. 1 minute. Hello there, it's Nick from Claret and Booze.
All right, Nick. How you doing, mate? It's Nolly.
Hello, Nolly. How you going, mate? Listen, no C-bombs, Nolly. No C-bombs.
Listen, brother, I promise you. No C-bombs. Right, and I did stick 25 quid into the chat.
You did. You're a good man.
All right, mate. Listen, chuffed with honestly, mate, I was a couple of things.
Yep.
Right. You said Cresswell played well.
He did play well.
He frightened the fucking life out of me on that left. Now, first half, mate, they were fucking. I kept looking. Where is he? He weren't there. They were just coming in there.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think listen, if Cresswell gets caught in a situation where someone's one-on-one with him, then of course you're fucked. You know, they're speed freaks. But the thing is, I think positionally he got it very well. I think he kind of offsets. Look, listen, we've got to replace Cresswell next year. We know that. But when Cresswell comes in at the moment, and he did today, he can't help the fact that he's slow. He is slow. But I think he played really well today. I think he judged the game really well. His positionally was spot on. You know, he was bombing up the pitch, helping Benny. So the reason Benny had quite a good game today, he was bombing up on the overlapping Benny, taking defenders with him, giving Benny some space. I mean, there was a couple of times where Benny didn't choose to pass out to him to whip a ball in. I think he was all right. I think Cresswell was fine. Look, listen, you know, I think he's one of those players for me I feel sorry for, because he's been a good servant to us. He's lost his pace. And do you know what? I think he does deserve more than us shitting on him a little bit. It ain't his fault he's being picked. He shouldn't still be the first team player. Do you know what I mean?
Listen, I've got a metal right, and I'll be fucking quicker than him. But that ain't what I'm ringing for. All right. Two things.
Go on.
First one is this, right?
Go on.
Right. If he keeps playing Fabianski, right, who's getting older, he had a good game today, Fabianski.
Oh, he made a couple of good saves. He was important. I forgot to mention Fabianski. He was good as well.
Nothing magic, mate. Right?
No.
They were accurate, right? Or he let them go past, right? The thing is this: next year we're going to lose Areola because he's going to fucking go, right? And I would go if I was Areola.
Yeah.
And, mate, he's a pucker keeper. He's one for the future.
Mate,
he's going to be another Ludo.
Mate,
do you know what I mean?
Mate, did you hear? Right, this is the thing. The total value of the Areola transfer, bearing in mind we tried before we bought him. You know, we had him for a year before we bought him. We've gone out and the total value of the with contracts and signing on fee and his wages is 45 million for a reserve keeper that he won't fucking use. Yeah, but the thing is, mate, he will get used next year because we'll get a manager in.
If he don't fuck off.
Yeah, no, but he's going to go. Listen, I'm not going to get drawn into the Moyes in, Moyes out thing now. I'm Moyes out. He's going anyway. He could have been Man United.
Moyes out. You know I'm Moyes out.
But he could have...
He's done more damage to the East End than the fucking Luftwaffe did in 6 fucking years, that cunt.
That performance tonight, mate, I don't care what anyone says, that was fuck all to do with Moyes. But we'll get into that tomorrow. I don't care. It is a David Moyes thing. That was an amazing performance. I'm glad we're going to finish on a high.
Listen,
it was brilliant.
Listen, mate, I was buzzing. I watched it all.
Yep.
And that's the first time this year I thought myself, yeah, go on, you Oins.
It was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I have to say,
it was good.
Kira was good. Kira was mustard. But Antonio was good as well. Fair play to him. And he
was outstanding. Did you know in the second half where he made that run through and Bissaka took his legs out? It was brilliant, wasn't he? He was brilliant.
But they're all saying Kira's good. Well, I liked him tonight. He was what we bought him for.
Yeah.
Right. But all that Deck Rice, mate.
Oh, he's different class. He's different class.
He won that game. Mate, he's proper, that geezer. He's proper.
I was obsessed with him. He literally, right, if you watched him play, the geezer, like I said, he knows what the opposition are going to do before they've done it. He's already moving into that space. He was picking their pockets all night long, nicking the ball off them.
And he
child's
did.
play.
He did. And he also made chances for us. The geezer's mustard, mate.
Yeah, he is class, mate. Mate, listen.
Nah.
Were there many C bombs dropped in your gaff when that Lindelof penalty weren't given?
What do you think? Now, just a quick one for you, right?
Good.
Because I'm going to be having to give you another 25 quid.
Good.
Right? But this is the thing, right? I'm not allowed to say he's a C bomb.
You can just call him a C bomb.
No, I'm allowed to think it, aren't I?
You can think it, yeah, of course you can, yeah.
I think he's a cunt.
He's done me again.
Nah, mate, listen, I'll don't worry.
No, don't be stupid. No, you don't. Don't, it's fine.
Mate,
it's fine.
I love you.
Stealth sea bomber.
My favourite fucking go-to channel. I love you.
Someone's called you a stealth sea bomber. They've called you.
But honestly, I love your channel, mate. You, Virgil, and Gary, spot on. It's my go-to one. You know
cheers, mate. I appreciate that.
So chuffed today, really chuffed today. What a great result for us,
mate. I'm over the moon. I forgot what it was like. I forgot what it was like to enjoy football. It was good. Today.
Yeah, me as well. That's the best we played all season, really.
Yeah, no, I know.
It reminded me of last year, and it was fantastic. I'm buzzing.
It was. I'm gonna go as far as to say that's probably one of the best performances we're putting in 2 years.
Do you know what, mate? I'd agree, especially with him as well.
I don't think we put a better performance in than that last year. Maybe you can. I think Europe, because of the occasion against Sevilla and Lyon, they were good occasions. They were good games. But in terms of a complete performance, fuck me, that was different. That was a different level tonight. It was a different.
And Watson were a go, to be honest. Watson where Benny missed that chance where he should have really swung his left foot at it.
Yeah.
Watson were a go. It was a great performance. I don't mind really losing to City because they're probably the best team in the fucking world.
Yes,
but I do like sticking it to United because they're just I ain't gonna say.
Nolly, are you? Would you like us to relegate Sam Allardyce? Would you get a bit of a kick out of that?
What do you think? Listen, mate, and I'll tell you something else. I was thinking of joining Border Force, right?
Yeah.
So I could drive Moisey up to Scotland and fucking,
I know.
Take him home.
I said to Nigel. I said to Nigel on a WhatsApp. I painted the doomsday scenario to him, and I said what was the scenario I painted to him? I said West Ham get relegated. We win the cup, but we get relegated at the hands of Sam Allardyce. What would you what would you take? And he basically said, "Fuck the cup." He said, "I'd rather just relegate Sam Allardyce."
Yeah, who wouldn't?
Honestly, he said, "I can't stand him." I think he said to me, he said, "If Moyes loses to Leeds, he said I'll drive him up to Scotland myself." He was fuming. But
Mate. All right, Nick. Really good to talk to you.
Yep.
Yeah, keep up the good work on the show. I love it. You know I do.
Top man.
And I'll speak to you soon. You have a good week, mate.
And you, mate. Well, look, we've got another day. It's a long weekend, so we can really enjoy it tomorrow.
For you, I'm working.
Oh, sorry, mate. Because we can watch all them poor fuckers that are still struggling in the relegation battle tomorrow because there's 3 of them playing.
Yeah, well,
bless them.
I know,
bless them. It must be horrible being in that relegation battle.
Yeah, I know. It's no worse than banging people up. That's my job. So, listen, mate, I'll probably give you a bell Thursday if you want.
Top man. Thank you very much, Nolly.
You look like yourself, Nick. Take it easy.
Right.
And I'll stick some dough in there.
No, don't be stupid. That's fine. Honestly,
mate,
you're good. Mate,
listen. The show's got to go on, and I love your show. It's well worth it.
Top man.
Go on, you on.
Good man. Cheers, Nolly. Top man.
Ta-ra,
mate. Bye. Right, I'm going to try and go again for the 3rd time because I do really want to go and troll some Man United fans. But look, anyway, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please drop a like on the video for us because it does really help us, as I always say. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow for a very cheery booze up. And even though it's got work the next day, I'm going to have a drink as well. I'm supposed to be stopping drinking tomorrow, but oh, come on, you know. Yeah. Anyway, that's it from me. Come on, you irons. See you tomorrow. It's amazing. We're massive again.